So a leaking water heater, if the water heater itself, if it's leaking from the jacket or the tank, or if there's water coming out of the burner compartment, a lot of times that's not going to be repairable. That's actually the tank on the water heater has a breach. Let's say if it's leaking around the pipes at the top, that could be repairable depending on where the leak is. If it's leaking through the safety relief valve, which is very common, you could have what they call a closed system. And so we would need to come out and check that before we can replace that safety valve. But when we replace that, we need to check for a closed system because you could have another problem. Basically, that safety valve opens up at 150 PSI or 210 degrees. So if the safety valve is dripping a little bit of water, that's typically because of pressure. And if it's blowing off a whole bunch of hot water out of that safety valve, then you're basically the gas valve, you've got a runaway water heater and it's heated the water up to 210 degrees. And at that point, it will dump tons of hot water. So drips are okay. That's a pressure problem. We can deal with that. If it's blowing tons of hot water, more than likely you need a new water heater. The thermostat has failed itself. Let's see, if it's leaking around the flue, that would probably be a new water heater also.